Howdy, this is Jody Ann, and I am making a video for loading products into Xcart, and this is for Janet. Hey, Janet. I have opened up the Products Managers page, and I've actually opened up each individual page that I'm going to be talking to you about because it's really slow right now, especially when I'm trying to record. So I've preloaded all the pages, but normally what I would do is when you get to the catalog, I've gone in and made a video where I added a new product and it just took forever. So I'm making a new one where we're just going to talk about a product that I've already made and just go over it with you. And the first thing I would do is I would hit the search bar with nothing in the box, and it would bring up all of my products, and that I've preloaded. Well, actually, I haven't preloaded. The other one. Okay, so here are the products preloaded, and I went ahead and chose the gingham red ribbons, and I went and preloaded that page. And as you can see, as you have probably already done before, it's the 600 by 600 image goes here, the 350 by 350. And basically you come in and upload them and don't hit any of the change, generate, or delete thumbnail buttons. Um, Using the main categories only because the additional categories don't seem to have any flyouts, and they may not, as a personal preference of Hummy. So I don't put anything in the additional categories. I just choose a main category and skip additional. Um, of course, pick yourself out of the manufacturer's menu so that you end up getting paid and credited. Um, I have these items disabled, but I would say that if you have a choice, don't use hidden but available for sale unless it's a Christmas item or something like that and you want to keep it on the servers. Use hidden but available for sale as opposed to disabled. And use available for sale if you're checking your preview and you want to make sure that it looks the way you want to once it's posted. Hidden but available for sale doesn't really help you see what you want to see when you are looking at your store in real time. So, of course, drop in a product name, and then it generates the clean URL for you. Um, I use the same search keywords that I put into this box. I also put into the meta keywords box down here. So basically, if you are going to generate those, or if you have those in a place where you can copy paste them, um, I I do have them in and I save in a WordPad document the pardon me, sweetie. Um, the keywords that I need, and I just come in and copy paste those directly into the search keyword engine box. And I also add, depending on what store, either Hummy's World or Digi Scrap Warehouse, specific keywords. And it's really helpful for me to go ahead and use this WordPad deal. It helps me to cut and paste. It also helps keep straight of what is really on the posted page without looking. Um, Sometimes toggling back and forth can be a little just want to work a little faster. So um, I also copy paste them. Um, if I'm going to save them, I save the information from the short description or the detailed description. I save it from the default editor box instead of the W editor box. So I'm basically saving it with all of the coding, and then I drop that back into the default editor um, and hit the W box, and it brings it all in line. Sometimes when you save information that is the other way around, which would be copy pasting out of the W editor and then dropping it into the default box, that you'll end up getting rid of all coding and you'll just get a clump of words in a great big stack, and you have to go through and space it all out. Also, these links that I have created in the detailed description box at the bottom. Hello. Oh, oh, where'd it go? Hmm. dink. Sorry. Here we go. These links down here, if you do it the other way around, and that is copy from the W editor box and then try to paste it back in, say from one store to another, you're going to end up with something that these links will all be dead, and you'll have to go in and reactivate them. So that can be a pain. So that's why I pretty much do it the opposite way around. And so it looks a little funny, but it works this way. Um, in the short description, maybe 2 or 3 sentences. I don't put an awful lot. I save it all for the detailed description. The title tag and the meta description down here can both be the same exact sentence. It looks like this time I put in a few more adjectives because the meta description is something that the bots and the various search engines look at, and so I wanted to make that more appealing. Down here in the price, on the price, the only price that you want to change is the one that actually has the $ in front of it, this very top one. You keep this list price. This is basically your base price. And then if as you create sales, individual sales, or you want to discount something, you would change that particular box. If I changed it to say $3, it should show, of course, $3 is the sale price and on the posted um, product, and it also should show a percentage off as well. So I have not seen what these look like in real time, so I don't know for sure how this store is particularly set up. I ignore quantity, low limit, minimum order, weight, shipping, anything to do with shipping. Come all the way down, donate the shipping in separate box. I ignore all of that and come down to apply global discounts. This is important only if the store that you're working in is got a special plan going on where they give out reward points for purchases, and then those points could then be used to purchase your items. If you want this particular item to be used, points to be used to purchase this item, you would check that box. You check it. If you don't want points to be used to purchase your items, you would uncheck the box. Now, I do not know if that particular mod is set up on Hummy's World Store, but I'm just letting you know that for the future. Normally, that's what that means. The rest of it, the positive thing that goes on with apply global discounts is that it makes it a little easier for full store-wide sales to be added. So if the mod for reward points is not in place. So it really, I don't know if we're supposed to check this box or we're not supposed to check this box. This is one of those things that it really waits to be seen. I've decided to go ahead and leave it alone, leave it checked, and then that's what I will uncheck on all my products if I find out that that's supposed to be that way. I'm just doing it one way, so I only have to remember one way. Then I want to jump up here to this little box in this section and go into downloads, and I've already preloaded that page because it was taking forever. So here is the download zip file that has already been attached. And say for example you updated it because you changed something in your zip file, even though the zip file is exactly the same name, it is my practice anyway to avoid corrupted files, to go ahead and check it and delete it, and then go back and add the download, even if it's the exact same name. Um, Also, there's the generate key button here, and I was not able to get that page to load. But basically what it is, well, I'll try it. We'll talk a little bit over it if it doesn't want to go. Um, the generate key button is where you would RAK someone. Oh, there we go. Good. You would put the person that you want to rack. You would put them in the their first and last name and their email address. You can leave the download key box empty. There is an automatic message that in the gray box down here that says this is what you get. If you put anything in the custom message, like, hey Janet, here's that stuff I wanted to send you, it will still produce the link, the Jodianne CU Gingham Red Ribbon download page, that link will show at the bottom of whatever you write, but you will not see it. So you have to just trust and write whatever custom message you want in this box, and it will overwrite this form letter down here and drop in the link to the download. The one problem is that if, for example, you are RAKing somebody who has never bought anything from Hummy's store, it's very possible that that will get lost in their spam folder. So you do want to let them know to check their spam folder, or you want to follow up in about 15 or 20 minutes and ask them if they received it, so they would know to look in there. If they're a buyer that buys all the time, no problem. Don't worry about it. Okay, bring. So that's where you would send stuff free instead of posting it on your the zip file on your own website and hosting it on your own FTP. Blah blah blah. Let's see what else we're gonna do. Okay, going back to this section here where it says detailed images, I think I preloaded the detail images page. Yes, I did. What I've got here is I've got a number of these layout images that are going to be what we call the detailed images, or what this is calling it. Some cars call them different somethings. But anyway, what I have done is I have uploaded all of these individually down here where it said add new detailed image, which I'm sure you are aware of doing. I skipped this alternative text. I have never found the Xcart alternative text to consistently work. So it just yanks your chain. You just sometimes it will work perfectly. You put in there and say this is my preview or blah 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 blah. Click on it. Whatever it is that you want to say, you'll let you write it, but it doesn't always show up. So I skip it, and you can see also that the alternative text is missing here. Once you have them all loaded, then you would go ahead and check all of these boxes, and you can use the check all. And then you would come down to generate zoomified tiles for selected. Okay, click on that, and it'll take you to that page with the black border on the top and all kinds of numbers fly around, and then it'll pop you back into here. When that does happen, then you will be able to see this enable zoomify viewer for the product and make sure that it'll be toggled off. You want to make sure that you toggle it on. And to make sure that all of your tiles did happen, it'll have a little note on this side where it says that the tiles exist, and it'll give you a location. And that just lets you know that it has happened. There was something else I was going to tell you. Oh yes, right over here where it says image and in between, this is position. Leave the zeros in place. Like say for example, this was not the order that you wanted your layouts to show up. You can reposition them by putting the numbers in here 2, 3, 1, 4, and 5. You could actually, and then of course what you would do is hit apply changes, and it would reorder your stack. But you have to leave the 0 in place, so that's important to know. It'll save you a lot of time deleting and re-uploading goodies. So anyway, let's see what else we've got here. Over in this section, then you could go back to the product details. The X configuration classification, I'm surprised that I was just able to say that. I don't have any idea what that is. The related products, I don't know if we set those or not. That's a big question that when things calm down, I'll throw that out and see what Hummy has to say about it. We did detailed images. Images for X magnifier. I think that these two X are related, but I have not messed with either one of them, and I have not done anything with product class. And of course, we talked about downloads. So I hope this helps. I hope it gives you somewhere to go, and maybe it generates some questions, and we could talk about it. So anyway, take care, sweetie. Bye bye.